Hello Gemini, and welcome to your reading for August 2024. Gemini, this is a month for new beginnings for you and finding your power and your strength, and we're going to be talking a lot about money, career and work prospects for you. It looks like there's an offer coming in. Have you been going for other career choices or other jobs and there's an offer coming in at the start of August? It's a bit different than what you're used to doing. My thoughts around that are it's not such a great idea to take that. Sorry, I just don't think it's a great idea. It seems like a good idea, but I'm not sure that it is. I feel like you're just putting yourself into a similar situation, like a different environment, but a similar situation. We need to make some really big changes, Gemini. You're getting bogged down with work and money worries, and I would prefer it not to be that way. By the time I hit closer towards the last half of July, you're actually getting quite depressed and flat about the whole thing, and you just sit at the crossroads and you're wondering what the fuck you're doing with your life. Right, some big decisions that need to be made here. I do feel like whether you take the new job or you stay in your old job, there's a situation here where you're just over it. You are over the whole bloody situation. There's rumblings, there's tension, there's bullying, manipulation, control, and it's just toxic. You have a toxic work environment, Gemini, and I really want you to get the hell out of it. It's daunting, it's terrifying, you don't know what to do, but I still feel like once we get to the end of August and I'm looking at the changes that you implement, we're cooking with gas, Gemini. You're doing really, really well, but we've got to get you there. I don't think this is something that you've just thought of now. I think this is probably something you've been dealing with for quite some time. Anyway, let's have a look, because I think that you might be thinking about doing some sort of extra training or learning to do something new and different, and I highly recommend that. It's a really good idea for you, and I need you to take that leap of faith and just do it, because it's going to work out in your favour. These assholes that you work with now, that it's just not like, why do we put up with this shit in a work environment? Work is probably one of the easiest things we can change, just for the average person. I know high-level positions aren't that simple, but those of the rest of us who are just normal people and have normal kind of jobs, they're easier to change. So it's time to get out of the rut that you're in. I think we've dug ourselves into a bit of a hole and we're in a bit of a rut and we just don't know how to get out of it. I've got the wheel, I've got the moon, and I've got the two of rods. So this is really struggling to make a decision on which way you want your life to go next, which direction, but then always coming back around to, I'm just going to keep it how it is because I don't know how to change it or what to do, or I haven't got the energy to do it. It's very common. It's not just you, Gemini. A lot of people bloody well do this, and it's okay. But what I see moving forward for you is also the Empress, Strength, and the Fool. And these are abundance, strength and balance, and taking a leap of faith, and all of that paying off. So whilst I've got you looking a little bit drab and dreary and maybe hating going to work every day, by the end of the month, I think you've made some good decisions. And that's a really big turnaround in 1 month. So don't get too caught up in everything that's going on. It's learning something new, something different. And maybe you're thinking, I can't be bothered, I'm too old, I don't have time. There's all those things that you have to factor into that. I understand that, but will it be worth it in the long run? Absolutely yes, it will be worth it. Now, any Geminis who love camping or going outdoors or anything like that, I've got so many great cards about you getting outside. So I wonder, Gemini, if you're just not doing that at the moment and it's something that you usually enjoy doing and you're not doing it. Getting out in nature, get some of that healing from the earth and the trees and the air and the sun. You get that pranic healing energy every time we go outside, and maybe you're not doing that, and these cards are suggesting that perhaps you should do that. Any other Geminis too who are looking at investing in property or land or something along the lines of housing or the property market or rentals, things like that, the time of arguing about that too will be over, and I've got very nice cards around that too. Just remember, not to go too high with your price, to haggle a little bit to get the price down. So you're actually going to be the buyer in this scenario, not the seller. So make sure that you are not paying too much above the asking price or what you think is a reasonable price. But other than that, Gemini, this is actually a good month considering I've got all this stuff going on. I feel like you're ready to do it. You're ready to make change and you're going to do it. You've just got to take that leap of faith, Gemini. You got this. You can do it. You'll be much, much happier by the end of the month. Thank you so much for listening and I'll see you next month. Bye-bye.